we need to have a conversation about gig etiquette. The way people are acting at concerts is not good. Do forgive me if this is wrong, I am an old man. But recently a pop artist called Badadoobie, sorry, that was a genuine accident. She did a live stream about concert etiquette.
Quick live stream to talk about concert etiquette because I feel like, and don't take this in any offence, but I feel like this generation of kids don't seem to understand concert etiquette.
In this stream, she discussed things that have annoyed her on her American tour.
TikTok memes are only funny when appropriate. It's not funny to say it before a song like Girl Song when A, I'm on my period, I started my period on that day, and B, I'm so fucking ill. Because I'm just not in the mood. I just want to sing the song.
And her fans have been ruining her gigs by doing this before a particular song called Girl Song.
I didn't cry about singing Girl Song, you guys made me cry. That was really frustrating. That everybody kept shouting Fiend. I think the Fiend meme is fucking hilarious, but when it's before a song like Girl Song, it's just inappropriate.
And one of the things that has upset her specifically has been this meme. That is one of the most offensively American videos I've ever seen. Awful. I don't get it, I'm too old.
Okay, or maybe it's just Americans.
I agree. To be fair, how were her fans meant to know she was on a period? But period or not, the behaviour is embarrassing. And although this culture is clearly so American in its design, it's now crossed the pond and is permeating and infecting our gig culture. Last week, this tweet went viral from someone who was attending a Chappell Roan gig in Glasgow. Now, I've been to Tea in the Park, I've been to Glasgow gigs. You're lucky not to come out with a black eye and a skag addiction. I went to a 6-7 gig in Glasgow. We can only thank the Lord that I survived that one. Sorry, the thought of queuing at 6 a.m. and doing TikTok dances for a 6-7 gig has just made me laugh.
Gang in a 4-door truck, and we're trying to crash it at them.
That was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done. But the Chappell Roan fans are clearly very proud of the position they took on that point. So they queued for the gig since 4 a.m. and for that reason felt entitled to a barrier spot. This culture of queuing from the early hours of the morning of the gig is ridiculous and nonsense, and it needs to stop. It creates more work for venue staff, unnecessary work at that, which then raises the cost of putting on the gig for the artist, reducing their profits at a time when opportunities to make money for artists are depleting by the day, as well as raising the security threat for artists, especially the big ones like Taylor Swift and 21 Pilots. And most importantly, it's fucking tragic. And this phenomenon I first experienced in person when these two clowns wrote an article comparing a perfectly normal gig exit/entrance to the fucking Hillsborough disaster. It's a gig. Expect to be pushed, expect to come across dickheads, and don't expect to get where you want.
Understand the inevitability that people have fun, that people push.
Now they've since deleted that article because hopefully they realise that comparing 10-year-olds being crushed to death to you feeling a little bit anxious is fucking mental. This entitled attitude is such a worrying development in society. And I don't know if this institutionalisation is a symptom of the pandemic, expecting some kind of order and space, but to expect this order and space at a standing section of a gig is just wholly unrealistic. Now listen, there's some TikTok trends that are quite cute. The whole friendship bracelet thing. Look, there's my brothers from a Green Day gig in Glasgow. But this culture of expecting 2 square feet of space at the barrier of a gig just so you can do your little TikTok dance needs to die. Even the fucking artists hate it. If you want your zone, go to the seating section. This is not a competition for who can get the best content. This is not a dance class. It's a live performance of music where we, the audience, get to experience and feel what it's like to hear those instruments and singers play live. Not an opportunity for the audience to make themselves the star. You are not the main character. Thank you for listening to my rant/TED Talk.